And we're live. What's up, Zane? Big Zane. What's cracking?
Zane's in
Probably
here,
should
man.
have
We are
waited.
live.
We probably should have waited till there was more people in, but we'll go ahead. I can't wait to see what Eastside Player has to say about this.
I'm
Since
sure he'll jump in.
yeah, but I mean, according to him, we're the crybabies. Conservatives are crybabies. Democrats accept whatever comes their way. You know, so we're gonna find out. We're gonna talk about it.
Yeah,
We're definitely gonna talk about it.
Damien, YG, Tony the Tiger, Arturo, Nelson, Alex, man, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, Hip Hop Nation. What's up with you guys? John
What's cracking,
McHugh,
peoples?
he says, "Happy Boxing Day, Ray."
Damn, I
Ever.
don't see any of the shit you're looking at.
You don't see the comments? You got to reset your comments. Just go tap comments.
I am. There we
No,
go.
they don't stop doing this nonsense. Doves will doves.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it, man.
What a floor is.
No, I wouldn't. Brooklyn, no, I wouldn't. Will this live stay up? Yes, it will. We're not playing any music. What we plan on doing is talking for a little while about this, see how you guys feel, what you think about it, and then we're gonna reset all over again, and we'll play some music.
Hey,
what's
the
homie,
up, Rudy
Güero,
Anthony?
El Rio, what's cracking? Cedro in the house.
So Dubs, put us up on game.
Yeah, I was gonna wait. We have 178. I was gonna wait until we have 200, but we'll go ahead and get started. So I don't know if you guys heard the news. You know, so I had said the other day we were talking, and I told Gunner that I saw this dude, and I want to say he was on Patrick Bet Davis's program. I'm not sure what program it was, but he's an ex-military dude, and he said that he was very concerned because the Democrats were they were accepting it too well. And he said in his experience, it made him worried because he didn't believe they were just going to accept this and roll over and be okay with Trump. After everything that they were doing to try to stop that man from running, that he didn't feel it was legit, that they were just going to do that. So let's go ahead and bring this up. Hold on. Let me bring this up for you guys. For those of you that haven't seen it,
see the paperwork on it. What's up, Brenda? Rubio?
There it is, right there. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
So this is from The Hill, huh?
Can't see nothing.
It disappeared.
Yeah, I don't see it. Logan Heights, what's up, Jay?
I don't know why it does this, man. So let's try again. What about now?
No.
Okay. So let's remove it. Shit is so crazy, man.
Yeah, it makes you start over. There we go.
Can you see it? Okay. Can you still see it?
Yes, I can see it now.
Okay, because I have to go behind the scenes to look at it. So this is from The Hill, right? You guys see it? And this is what they say. Congress has the power to block Trump from taking office, but lawmakers must act now. So this is something they're really putting out there. It was put out at 8 o'clock this morning, Eastern time, 12/26, 2024. And let me read this to you. By the way, shout out to Jesse on Fire. I saw it there. And then after that, I saw it on Trish Reagan. So they've already put this out there. I wanted to go over it with you guys. So it says the Constitution provides that an oath-breaking insurrectionist is ineligible to be president. This is the plain wording of Section 3 of the 14th Amendment to the Constitution. No person shall hold any office, civil or military, under the United States or under any state who, having previously taken an oath to support the Constitution of the United States, shall have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the same or given aid or comfort to the enemies thereof. This disability can be removed by a 2/3 vote in each house. Disqualification is based on insurrection against the Constitution and not the government. The evidence of Donald Trump's engaging in such insurrection is overwhelming. That's a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
So there we go. That's the plan. I'm gonna bring it back down, and we can get back to it later. I want to know what you guys think about that.
Yeah, it looks like they'll try anything, huh?
I mean, we've been hearing that the Democrats, Eastside Player's been in here saying Democrats will accept it and they won't say nothing. And here we go. Where's the charge of insurrection? He's never been charged for insurrection.
No, not at all.
But
he was accused by the right, but
by the left,
by the left. Excuse me. He was accused by the left, and didn't Nancy Pelosi?
Yeah. Oh, Eastside Player, did you just get here? You think it's okay? Let's pull this back up for you. Let me know if this pops up. There it is, right there, Eastside Player. Let me go ahead and let me read it to you again. This is the Hill. You see it plain as day. Congress has the power to block Trump from taking office, but lawmakers must act now. I'm not going to read the whole thing again, but
here's my
thing,
Dubs. The insurrection they're talking about, the thing that happened on, when was it, January 6th or whatever?
January 6th. Yes.
Okay. Didn't Nancy Pelosi already admit fault to that? She said,
yeah, to her daughter, and then they took that down. But it's not only that, Holmes. It's not only that. There are videotapes of Capitol Police escorting rioters into the Capitol.
Absolutely.
There's no proof that Donald Trump told anyone to go down there and do that. He said go and protest peacefully. That was said. But they have been planning this. I was listening to Jesse on Fire, and he believes that this plan was in motion prior to the election. That this news piece was probably written prior to the election. We don't know that. And they were just like, in case we lose, let's have this as a backup. Plan B.
So plan C. It's actually plan C, because plan A was to fucking get rid of them. We all know they tried twice, right? Or somebody tried. Plan B was for Kamala to win. That didn't happen either. So this is plan C already.
Well, if we're going to go by that, the original plan was for Biden to win.
Well, of course, yeah.
So there's that, where we must have plan D then.
Yeah, we're on plan D now.
Right? But no, it won't work, Eastside Player. There's no way it'll work. This right here, if they really try to take this to a vote, like, how do you vote on that when he was never convicted of or found guilty of insurrection? The media has crucified him. Well, I mean, the media has crucified him, but there's nothing been done.
Well, here's another thing too, Dubs. They could take it to, but doesn't the Republicans hold the majority of the Congress anyways, right?
No, they won the election. They're not in office yet.
Oh, that's how they get around it.
They're trying to get everything done before everyone takes power. Keep in mind, this dude won the popular vote as well as the electoral vote. He won both. I mean, it wasn't even like he demolished that woman, right?
Yeah.
And they think they're gonna defy the will of the nation.
That would be that's shit insurrection there. That's right there. That's a slap in democracy's face.
But the crazy thing is they're saying they're doing it to save democracy. Like, look, fuck who you voted for. Like, who you voted for doesn't matter to us whatsoever, because we're going to say you're too dumb to know how to run a democracy and what a democracy really is. So we're going to try to steal this and stay in office because you don't know any better. That's what they're telling the American people.
Hey, and you know what's cool, Dubs? Is Plan F is actually in effect too. The drones. I believe it's Plan F, right? That's something to make us look up when everything's happening down here. So
I mean, no matter what. So Godzilla is saying Republicans have the majority in Congress, in this Congress also. They do. Okay, cool. But even if they didn't, it says they have to get a 2/3 vote. I don't see how that could even happen. But I'm very, very interested to hear from all of the people that kept saying the Republicans are crying over the last election. They can't just accept it. I mean, listen, if they really attempt to push this, I'd like to see people that were bashing the Republicans for not accepting what shouldn't have been accepted. I want to hear what they have to say now. Literally, this is like, they didn't even use the machines this time. This time they're like, hey, fuck you guys. Who cares what you voted? Like, we want to do this.
Yeah, that's just the way it is, man. Man, and there's a lot of people talking about it in here. He says the liberals won't stop. They know Trump is fixing to expose them.
Yeah,
the AOC and the extreme left would try this. Since two-way date.
Wow.
This is a situation where they're grasping, man. They're trying to do anything, and there's a bigger evil behind it. There's a reason why they don't want to lose power, and it's not just to have power. It's, I believe Trump will expose some things that they don't want out there, man.
And then they're saying, so I heard on Jesse on Fire that they're already trying to block Trump's nomination for the head of the CIA as well as the head of the FBI. And the reason being is it's Tulsi Gabbard and what's the other guy, Cash or whatever his name is, because they plan on trying to really eradicate the deep state influence in our government. And so Shiloh says, you two geniuses are the ones grasping. Well, we didn't write the paper. We're just reading it. So you get at your Democratic brethren and ask them, why did they post that? Let me post it back up for you, Einstein. Let me, where's it at? There it is. Let me go ahead and so you can know who to complain about. It's the Hill. Boom. Congress has the power to block Trump from taking office, but lawmakers must act now. No Republicans are going to be posting that, planting that seed. So there you go, Pete Brain. Read it and weep.
Yeah, it's
Jim Brown says, you guys cracked the matrix. Trump is the black swan event. He will never see the presidency. We're being played. The drones are already in place for mass surveillance. There's a lot of things going on, man.
A lot.
We are all Democratic. You mean, they never used the term Democratic Party either, Einstein. Let me bounce you out of here. You're on the wrong channel, Holmes. There's no such thing as a Democratic Party. They would never call themselves that. So let me bounce you out of here, and you can scream at the wall. 34 felonies and convicted sexual predator twice, but he's innocent. Yeah, he is. Yeah. 34 felonies. Go read the felonies. These so-called felonies. And by the way, there's 321 people in here. I want you guys to stay tuned. I will be going live on Jesse on Fire's his channel tomorrow, and we're going to be talking about some really, really, really crazy stuff, man, that the Democrats are okay with. And it has to do with some very disgusting things done to children. So yeah, talk about Trump all you want, but we're going to talk about some dudes that were, I believe they got 100 years for what they did.
Wow.
Stay tuned.
Mr. J says, nothing criminal, just civil. Randy Lee, those felonies are third world manufactured charges. Gunner, what you said sounds too on point, says Jim Brown. Hey, Michael's Auto Repair.
Thank you, big dog.
Thank you. Gerald Eck. Nelson, at the end of the day, man, it's kind of a situation they got us in where we just have to watch and see.
Likewise.
We don't have no power. Our power was the vote, but really, what power is that? But the people
you two are hypocrites. Let me go ahead and block you since we're a hypocrite. Oh, it's not on my channel, your channel. Yeah, we're hypocrites. If you can't have a debate and you're just you're obviously a liberal. If liberals don't want to have a conversation, they just go to name calling. We're hypocrites. Yeah. That's fine. I voted for Trump, and I'm right here supporting Trump. Where's the hypocrite? How am I a hypocrite? How is that hypocritical?
Go shave your head and move to England. Straight up. That's what you guys do.
Another raid. Hola, adios says another raid. No, there's a hit piece out there by The Hill. It was put out at 8 this morning, 8 Eastern, and it's setting how the lawmakers can stop Trump from becoming president because he's an insurrectionist. He wasn't found guilty of insurrection.
Thank you, Godzilla.
But they're saying that because they don't like something, that they're going to go ahead and just say, let's take a vote on that. I don't see how you can take a vote on something he wasn't convicted of. Godzilla, gracias, big dog. We appreciate you.
Yeah, it's a trip.
Didn't see that.
They're trying all these different tactics. You know, just like we were talking about when we were talking about the drones. It's funny how that didn't happen until after the vote. You know, it's all these different things. It's just kind of like, you know, I don't really want to say it, but, you know, when the big pandemic started, right, you know, during Trump's time, like all these bad things always had, like, come on, man, this man doesn't have the worst luck in the world, does he? You know, there's a reason, man. People will do anything to cover up their bullshit. It's truth.
He will, Ricardo. He's going to get everything done that he wants to get done. Let's see.
Yeah. How many years since Obama was president have we heard that the Dreamers were going to be legalized? Since Obama.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they're still not legalized.
Well, because it's so for the Democrats, it's a great thing. It's a great lie to tell. It's a great promise to break every 4 years.
Yeah.
They get people to vote for them.
They had 12 years to do it, Dubs. 12 years. You know, Trump was in office for 4. They had 12 years to do it. And believe me, Trump, his focus was on the pandemic. It had to be, right? But 12 years and still nothing happened. But they use that every election. They promise that. Come on now, man. The lies are right in front
Ricardo
of you.
said he's been waiting. Ricardo's one of them. He said he's been waiting 34 years.
Exactly. You know, and they're the ones that use that as a ploy to get into the raza vote, you know?
Matt Sexton, why do you think they have gone so hard against Trump? It isn't because he is bad. It's because he is for the people. 1,000%.
I agree.
Tony the Tiger, when did I block you? I'm looking at you right now. You're on my channel.
Yeah. James,
thank you. Motherfuckers are such snowflakes. They gotta literally call Trump a child predator. Shaking my head. It's sad as hell. Suck it up, Buttercup. He won. Chomos can't run for office. Yeah, but you can't tell them that. You know, it doesn't fit their argument.
Yeah.
If he was convicted of that, he would not be in office right now. Eusebio, I worked as a CO under an ICE contract, and Obama deported more people than any other president since I've been around. He's the one that started the whole kid in cages shit. Facts.
That's 100%.
He's the one that built the cages. He's the one that built the cages, and then they pointed at Trump when he used them. The difference is when he used them, he actually kept kids safe and said, I'm going to need proof. I'm going to need proof. If you're coming to pick these kids up, I need proof that you know these kids in your family. Under Biden and Obama, nah, just show up and say,
we don't even want to go this route, but I will. How about this? Did you guys see who Biden just let out of prison?
Oh, my goodness.
Man, the charges and the cases on these guys he let out, that he pardoned. Wow. Crazy. Almost 85% of them child predators. It's crazy. It's right in front of us.
Eastside player, there's no way in hell that Trump could ever beat that record. But Trump's going to deport criminals. Facts. Criminals, people that came over illegally and break the law, they're right there. They got themselves caught up in the net. Congratulations. Biden gave clemency to a dude with 12 bodies. Of course he did.
Yeah, because he needs him to get one more body for him.
Julian, wait till tomorrow when I'm on Jesse on Fire. Watch the topic. I don't want to ruin it, but watch the topic, man. It'll blow your mind. Well, then shit, a lot. If he does, I tell you what, it's gonna be people that broke the law. Eastside player, 15 million people came over. 15. I don't understand how you don't have any concerns whatsoever about 15 million people that we don't know anything about coming into our country. A lot of which are terrorists on the terror list. That's fine. Trump's a bad guy if he goes after those guys.
And then they push that fear mongering, saying that, oh, he's gonna even deport people that were Latino people that were born here. Like how? It's
Julian,
not possible.
Tomorrow it'll be on Jesse on Fire. Those of you that aren't subscribed, subscribe to Jesse on Fire. I'll be on there tomorrow. It may be after, on, or around 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific. Depends on scheduling, but it's gonna be a trip, man. You're gonna be blown away. Like, this is something that happened 2 years ago, and they just got sentenced. But damn.
What's up, Justin? CJM, sub, gentlemen. Thanks for the content. God bless. You, CJM. Likewise, man.
We have 418 in the building.
Again, we're just trying to give you guys a heads up, man. We're not here to push you in any which direction. That's not what we do. We're not here to poison you with propaganda. We're here to show you hard facts of what's going on and open your eyes, so that way you make the proper decision for you and your family, man, and your your safety depends upon it. We have to stand up as a people for what we believe in and for our country, and that's just the truth.
Trump said he's deporting dangers to our community to start with. Dubs isn't a criminal. Lily, who's Lily? Lily called me a criminal? Let me see. Where's Lily at? Where's Lily? Lily won. Yeah, because choosing to keep kids in cages is safe. Wow, Lily. So do you think they were in cages 24 hours a day? They were actually given back to their families. So yeah, he kept them safe. Under Biden and Obama, they were given into child slavery, and some very, very bad things that we don't want to use those terms, but yeah, he kept them safe. Thank you, Jesus UCSB. Hey, stick to stick with big girl. Stop with the politics. F Trump. He hates Mexicans. Shame on you, sellouts. There you go. You got your shine.
Perfect example of what the Democrats do. Straight to name calling.
Name calling.
They can't have a civil discussion.
We're sellouts. He hates Mexicans. More Mexicans became business owners under his presidency in the history of the United States, and he hates them so much that he helped them get rich. Yeah.
Look, at the end of the day, it's not even about Trump.
I'm going to block you. Say something else so I can block you. I should have blocked you.
Look, it's not even about Trump. It's about these people thinking that they can do whatever they want, and we don't count. There he is. He says sellouts. Okay.
Where? Let me see. Yeah, it passed me.
No, it's right there.
Oh, there he is. Yeah. Hold on. Jesus, thank you.
We're coconuts. We're sellouts. Damn.
Yeah, all that.
What's wrong with white people? You're racist? You don't like white people or what? That's crazy.
No, Trump had nothing to do with me, Prolin. That was a Senate bill that was initiated by the Anti-Recidivism Coalition here in California. Read all messages. The Oz. I'm looking at 4 channels. Gunner's looking at 4 channels. You guys, I don't know what channel you're on, but you're only seeing the chat that's in the channel that you're in. So we try to read as much as we can.
I wish people would hate me by giving me opportunities.
Absolutely. It's funny, man.
All these drones are holograms with Project Bluebeam, says Reselling Stories. I touched on that, man, when we talked about Project Bluebeam. They said I was making up shit. It's crazy.
That's right, JK. JK says the world conflicts quiet down by 2026. Trump will make others accountable. P.S. I'm white, Jewish, and a resident alien. That's right.
Also says whites conquered and enslaved us before, but now it's different. First of all, they didn't conquer and enslave me, right? Let me explain something to you.
Yeah.
Mexicans have Spanish blood in them. So that's just what that is, bro. To sit there and spit that racist rhetoric is a trip, man. This is the world we live in, man. This world is a melting pot of everybody.
Well, here's the thing. Every people on earth at one time were enslaved by someone else, right? But you weren't. Why are you crying about something that didn't happen to you? I consider that a fucking excuse to be a bum and be lazy.
Exactly. Michael,
you know what, man? My people, hey, you know what? My fucking people were enslaved 500 years ago. I don't want to work. The fuck? Pick yourself up, get an education, better yourself. The fuck are you talking about? You weren't enslaved. I don't get it.
I agree.
I really don't get it, Holmes.
Justin Anaya, can you tap him, Dubs? He says, some people throw shade because I'm a Chicano who voted for Trump. I'm not supposed to be an independent thinker. Think for yourselves, gente. Don't listen to the echo chamber. Exactly. Exactly. And that's all we're saying. You know?
So crazy.
Coconuts, LOL, gentlemen. These haters have never voted in their life. It's always the ones that have the most to say. I have a friend who hates on me and says my ego is too heavily conspiracy oriented. No, it's good to be aware and to sometimes think outside of the box. That's what I've always been told. Sometimes what's going on outside the box is going to affect the inside.
Jessa Barber says, why aren't these people who are obsessing over Trump as mad about the children being sex trafficked? Stop obsessing over Trump and ignoring the children being trafficked. Facts.
I agree. Their focus is all about Trump.
Under this current administration, sex trafficking was the worst it has ever been in the history of this nation, and the second worst was under Obama.
I see you, Kelly Trucking. So what happened was Dubs came across the channel just Empire, and he put up, if you want to put it back up, Dubs, if you can. I don't know if you can, but there's an article that was written and put out this morning, man, 8:30 this morning.
I'll read it again in a second.
By the Hill. Yeah, just to catch some people up that are barely coming in here that are saying that they're actually.
I'll read it right now.
From the presidency.
And it's fake. But so Eastside Player says, I'll just say we need more education and a better education chat. I agree. People need to really educate themselves and then form an opinion based on that education. I agree. Whether and Eastside Player is educated and he doesn't agree with me, and that's fine, because we keep it respectful. And anybody who has a disagreement or a differing opinion in here, that's fine. That's actually a good thing. That's how changes are made. That's how compromises are made, right? But to get in here and just start name calling because you don't agree, we don't have time for that. So there you go. And let me read it. And let me make sure. Let me know if it stays up when I click on it. Is it still up?
Yeah.
Okay. Congress has the power to block Trump from taking office, but lawmakers must act now. The Constitution provides that an oath-breaking insurrectionist is ineligible to be president. This is the plain wording of Section 3 of the 14th Amendment to the Constitution. No person shall hold any office, civil or military, under the United States or under any state who, having previously taken an oath to support the Constitution of the United States, shall have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the same, or given aid or comfort to the enemies thereof. This disability can be removed by a 2/3 vote in each house. Disqualification is based on insurrection against the Constitution and not the government. The evidence of Donald Trump's engaging in insurrection is overwhelming. Where? This Senate, like, they would have, if there was any way that was true whatsoever, they would have pushed for it. The Hill is fake news. The Hill has a lot of subscribers and they put it out. So make sure you go over there and you let them have it. Stop with the fake news already. But there's already been 2 other platforms that I've seen, way bigger platforms than ours, who've already talked about this. We saw that earlier and we said, you know what, let's bring it to our people. Let's bring it to our subscribers. Let's make sure that everyone is aware of what's being said. And
so I have a question, Doug. So I have a question. This is a hypothetical question. Say they're able to do this. What happens in the country? What do you think happens?
I think it's going to create some bad stuff. It is no longer a democracy when you have a party install a candidate that their party didn't have a say in who's going to he'd lead their party. So we start there, and then we get where they had an election, a free and fair election, and it was overwhelmingly for the winner. And this party still steps in and says, fuck you guys. You guys are too stupid to have your vote count. And we're going to take over.
So how do you think the people take it? How do you think the people take it?
I mean, I'm not going to say. I think it's obvious.
You got the overwhelming.
I think we know. We shouldn't say what's going to happen, because I think we know what would happen, and we don't want to be seen as have this platform. Well, we don't want this platform that we are on to say that we're instigating.
Yeah, and I definitely would hope that it would. Well, I'm thinking it would never happen, right? But at the same time, I don't think the people are going to go out like that. I'm just going to say that. I think people want to hear, or want to have their voices count. They want to have their vote count, and I think that's going to be upsetting if it's not. It's gonna all. Everything we've done in this country is going to come back crashing down. We're going to go backwards.
Wouldn't JD become president by default? I would think so. And I think they haven't thought that through. I mean, I don't think this is going to go anywhere, but the fact that they even put that out there is crazy. That's a fact, Rick. But let me read this. The Democrat voters weren't even trusted to vote. They told them they were going to have to vote for Kamala, no respect for the people, and they still vote blue.
It's crazy.
And then Rick says, this is a fact right here, Keith. Rick. Trump requested 10,000 National Guardsmen for January 6th to protect the Capitol, and Nancy Pelosi, they knew what was coming. They led. There's actual camera, there's video footage of Capitol Police allowing rioters into telling them, go down this hallway. And so they knew what they were doing. Of course, she's not going to okay it, and that was her job to okay it.
Yeah, it's
check this guy out. LSA Warrior, haha. You cholos would be the first Trump deports. Go get them. Jesus or Jesus? We're not cholos. We're law-abiding, productive members of society. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so why would he deport us? Because we're Mexican? That's pretty racist of you. I'm sure it's not the first time you've said something stupid like that, though.
Mm-hmm. We all know Trump. Joseph G. Just the barber. I would say where is a racist. Yips. It's a trip. You see how the people that go against Trump or Trump supporters, do you see how they act compared to the reverse? Do you see?
Yeah.
It's a trip.
Yeah, it's a trip, man. It's a trip. This guy was president already. He was already president, and we did excellent under his presidency. And people are saying that he's a traitor. But as soon as Joe Biden got into office, he stopped our move towards energy independence. He immediately made 50,000 people unemployed. I mean, and he's to be celebrated for that. We are gonna start the pipeline. We are gonna drill.
It almost put us in World War III. We were on the verge of it, the closest we've ever been.
What is the headline to this article? I want to send it to someone. Let me bring it back up for you. It's actually on the thumbnail. It's there it is there. I don't know if you can screenshot it. It says Congress has the power to block Trump from taking office, but lawmakers must act now. There you go.
Yeah.
Amazing, right?
Forget the bias and focus
That's
on
right, Lalo.
I agree. I absolutely agree, man. We should be focused on everyone abiding by the laws and the rules of the land, man. And let's everything was put in place so that way we can have a legitimate outcome. But it's getting crazy these last 20 years, I've noticed, man. Every time we have an election, there's always some extremists. There's always someone that says it was rigged, or there's always these conspiracy theories. There's always this or that. And it's usually always coming from the Democrat side. I'm just being honest, man.
You know, Travis Drury says, I don't think Trump is a good person, but he's a good president. And I'm wondering, why isn't he a good person? People, you agree with that?
I don't think he's the, yeah, here's my thing. I don't think he's the worst person, but I think he's just your average person. He's the type of dude I could be around and just bullshit with. People expect their version of a good person is something different. They expect to be educated and well-spoken and all this. My thing is, I don't think he fits. I'm not saying he's a bad person. I'm saying he doesn't fit the image of what people think is a good person. I think he's a real person. That's why I like him.
I'm gonna, the first thing I'm gonna go by is his children. He raised some excellent children. That tells me he's a good person right there. Secondly, I'll try to look for it, and we could do a different live and we can talk about it. Trump, there's a story. Trump was in his limo. The limo got a flat tire. A couple pulled over and helped his chauffeur change the tire. 2 weeks later, that dude got the deed to his home in the mail because Trump paid his whole fucking house off for helping him with this tire. There was a woman in one of his buildings that could not pay rent. She lived in his building like 30 years rent-free. He said she can't pay. Fuck, she doesn't have to pay. There are stories after story of this man doing things for people, and he did. And there's other times where they asked him how much he's worth, and this and that. And he's like, it's irrelevant what I'm worth. I'm lucky. I'm blessed. That's humility. But we always hear the opposite. Yeah, look, fake news, JB. Yeah, fake news, big dog. That's right. Fake news.
Someone in here says, I don't think any politicians are good. Thank God Trump's not a politician.
He's not.
He's a businessman. LA Ballin says, but you won't hear the mainstream media talk about those things. No, that they're fearmongers.
Ever.
They want to point you in the direction they
but
want
you can find them. But you can find them. Mystery says Dubs has really drank the Kool-Aid. Sad. And you're okay with the party that pushes children being brutalized. Stay tuned tomorrow. Jesse on Fire. I'll be over there. More children were lost to the slave trade, sex slave trade under Obama and Biden than in the history of this nation. And I drank the Kool-Aid. Okay. Cool. That makes sense. I like my Kool-Aid then. Like Matt Gaetz. Hey, like Matt Gaetz. See, you guys keep talking about people that haven't been charged. How come he hasn't been charged? How come there's no finding of guilt? Imagine if somebody called you a chomo and got your whole neighborhood to call you a chomo, but you never touched the kid. There's no proof. Is that cool? But it's cool for you. It's cool for you to do it. It's a trip. Trump, they say Trump did something, but he got elected president. He wouldn't be able to take office if it was true. And Gates, he got reelected. Wow. If it's true. But it's okay. If it's your narrative, it doesn't fit facts, but if it's your narrative.
Yeah. Redcon, educational consulting, Charlottesville, good people on both sides. Yeah.
Hey, get the whole statement. The whole statement. Not a piece of it. Listen to the whole statement. But you know, people love sound bites. They don't like actually knowing the truth of what was said. No, the sound bites are a lot better. This is why I don't watch mainstream media. I don't watch TV no more. I don't watch movies because of the programming. Because so many people are okay with their favorite announcer who gets paid $15 million a year to read off a teleprompter a fucking 30-second soundbite, a 3-minute piece, and they think that's factual. That's cool.
I just seen someone. He says, "Man, the Democrat Party has been running, or Democrats have been running California for so many years, and look at the situation California is in. It's crazy, huh?
A top 5 economy, the 4th largest economy in the world. California, the state of California, has the 4th or 5th largest economy in the world, and we're fucking broke. We have the worst schools, the worst bridges, the worst roads. We're a shithole. And the Democrats, Kamala Harris raised $1.5 billion in 4 months and was in a deficit of over 20 million in 4 months.
Yeah. Hey, she tried to buy Hollywood. She tried to buy Hollywood for support.
34 felon convicted. Yeah. And the felonies were so serious that he was able to take office
and get reelected.
That's a trip. And they all stem from his attorney telling him how to handle a payoff. That's a trip. You don't think we're a shithole compared to what how much money we have? You really don't think so, Eastside player? With the economy we have, we should be the jewel of the world. We should have the best schools, the best roads, the best bridges, the most innovative educational system. What?
Hit him. This is how hilarious this is. Hit Redcon right there. He says, ha ha ha, Cholo CNN. But just a minute ago, you say you're unsubbing, so you've been watching for a while.
Yeah, unsub. Thank you for. I'm glad you have to pay to talk shit though. Talk some more, homie. Yeah, make sure you go to Gunner's channel too and talk some shit over there.
Make sure
we appreciate you.
Unsub from my channel.
Yeah,
both of them.
Yeah,
immediately.
Yeah.
Do that.
Again, no facts, no argument, name calling. Cholo CNN. There you go. Bam, look it. Hey, Julian, gracias.
Let me see. It's crazy how many people lack critical thinking. The Democrats have been screwing them for years, and they keep voting for them.
It's nuts. Look at, where's Doc K go? Doc K, we can have a meaningful discussion about an issue that affects all of us. But some people just can't have a meaningful conversation. They can't do it, you know. Man.
You know, that's the world we live in. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but have you guys noticed that all these guys that don't agree, they have to throw a racial jab in every time?
Yeah. And they're liberals.
We have to be deported. We have to be all this. Why can't we just be two guys you don't agree with? It's crazy.
But we just wanted to we're not going to stay here all night. We're going to actually go over, we're going to restart. We don't want to do this too long because we're going to keep this up. And we want our subscribers to see this, man, and just think about it.
Do you two ever disagree on anything? We do, Oz.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Kamala was never elected in the primaries, and her party is saying they're preserving democracy by wanting to install their person who was never elected. Trump has the electoral and popular vote. Facts. That's not good enough. See, the people that voted for Trump are too stupid to vote, is what they want you to believe. They want you to understand you're too dumb to vote. You voted the wrong way, so you're dumb. So your vote doesn't count, and they're going to try. They can't do this. There's no way I think anybody gets this to the floor. And even if they did, there's no way they get 2/3. Absolutely no way.
Those are 12s, Ruben. Yeah.
Do we get into arguments? No. Nope.
Arguments? No. If we don't agree on something, it's cool, whatever. You know, it's the homie.
Maybe because he has the least educated base. Another name calling example right there. Wow. That's great. There you go. We are too dumb. But it's the people that are targeted by the liberals as being dumb are usually the ones that vote for liberals. That's why they keep doing it. They have figured out how to hustle these people, man.
Yeah.
Doc K said, very interesting. I have a degree internationally. No, but Doc, that degree is counterfeit. It's not as good as Eastside Players because he's a liberal. Doesn't Trump name call? Trump's not in here. We are. He does do that, but he's not in here. And when Trump was a Democrat,
we're speaking about Trump. Yeah, go ahead.
When Trump was a Democrat for years and years, he was everybody's dream. His name calling back then was fine. It wasn't until he became a conservative that all of that stuff needs to stop ASAP.
Mm-hmm. Let me see what we got.
I'm with Dubs. Trump to me means no wars, lower taxes, cheaper fuel, lower inflation, and from being a girl dad, no men and women's sports. What's up, Gun? Right on.
What's up, Silencio?
He said day one.
I agree,
a fact is not supposed to be offensive. You're right. It's not. And I would prefer more facts in the chat and a more intelligent conversation. But instead, there's just a lot of, Gunner and I are coconuts. We're sellouts. We're stupid. We're cholos. There's a lot of that so far, but there hasn't been any intelligence, right? Eastside player, you and I don't agree politically, but you've never been blocked because we can have a conversation and we can agree to disagree. But a lot of your people are in here just going the whole emotional route.
They're wearing their emotions on their sleeve. They're
I thought they were gonna all shave their heads and get out of here.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I thought they were gonna leave.
Shave your head and go to fucking.
I fell out of a coconut tree. Yeah, like Kamala said.
Mm-hmm.
So, what we could do, Gun, if you want to go set up the live.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here and I'm gonna go set up.
We have 450 in here, so hopefully we're gonna take 450 over there, and we'll listen to some music. But we just wanted to make sure that we shared this with our subscribers because, like I said, it was on 2 other big platforms, and we wanted to make sure you guys at least saw it, heard it, and draw your own conclusions. To me, it's a little scary, man. It is. Biden sold us all out, whether you support Trump or not. Biden sold us out. I agree. Wait, where are you guys going? So, Katie, we're gonna reset because we like to play music and stuff. And because this is such a serious topic, wow, am I lagging real bad? Because this is such a serious topic, we want to keep this up. We didn't want to play any music. So we're gonna reset on his channel. Once he's up and running, I'll end this live, and then we all go over to Gunners Collective and enjoy some good music, and we don't have to be on a political talk, a political speech, and the name calling. Whose channel? It's gonna be. I'm gonna go live too, but he's gonna start up. So go to Gunners Collective TV. Gunners with a Z. Gunners Collective TV. Moreno says it's crazy the type of people that got pardoned by Biden's administration. It is, including his son. And why did he pardon him back so long? That laptop, huh? Charlie, keep the political chat up. We'd rather why is it scary? Jocelyn, it doesn't have to be scary for you. It's scary for me because the liberals didn't primary anybody. They tried to push Joe Biden for another term, knowing his cognitive skills were out the window. They were just completely shot. They were okay with that as long as they retained power, right? And then there was the debate, and it fucking just fell apart for him. The house of cards fell apart, and they didn't primary anyone. They just said, okay, now you guys are going to accept Kamala. They didn't allow the liberals, they didn't allow the Democrats to say, hey, we would like a say in this. No, they said, you're going to vote for this person. That didn't work out for them. So now they're going to try this thing that to bring up that he's an insurrectionist, and so therefore they can block his presidency. If that's not kind of scary, that they're basically saying you guys are too stupid to have any vote. We're just going to stay in power. We're going to keep in power, and we're going to have the people we want in place. You guys don't have a say. That's pretty scary. That is no longer a democracy whatsoever. That's a dictatorship. And I'm going to tell you how it's even more solidified as a dictatorship, or at least an attempt at becoming a dictator. Which countries have the mainstream media, radio, and their Hollywood backing the political party? China, Vietnam, North Korea. It's communist nations, right? They have dictatorship. Every dictatorship, they run what is being said. They control what you hear. That's what we have had with this administration. People need pure news, might need a step in. What am I talking about? What do you mean? What am I talking about? I don't think anything that I just said was like hard to digest, right? It was pretty simple. Yeah. Matt Sexton says anti-Trump people believe that Project 2025 is Trump's plan, and then they called us uneducated. When Trump said over and over, I have nothing to do with that. I'm not implementing any of that. Perhaps things need to get worse before they get better. Let me say this, right? And I'm not going to go from the political debate into the religious debate, but I will just say this. For those of you that know the Bible says that all kingdoms of man must fall before the return of Christ. A kingdom is a form of government. And when democracy falls on this planet, I think that is when it's going to be very, very bad for an amount of time. And then the return, right? And so for people to say maybe it needs to get worse before it gets better, understand what that means biblically. So I haven't got a notification. I don't know if Gunner has set it up already. Let's see. I haven't got anything yet. One world religion or one world order. Well, that would be the Antichrist. What's more treacherous, prison politics or government politics? Government politics. Prison politics affect the prison or that prison system. Global politics, they affect the globe. And the globe, when you're talking about what can be done to the globe, you're talking about nuclear warfare. You're talking about tanks, aircraft carriers. Like there's no comparison. At least I think in prison you can kind of see what's coming if you're smart enough. We have governments. We have people in government who actually hate the country they're governing because they are a part of the deep state. And the deep state is in a bunch of different governments. And they have a plan for the world, not for the nation they're supposed to be governing. And that's scary as fuck. Solid Soul says, stick to prison talk, bro. You're over your skis on this one. Really? Then you should just leave. I mean, that it's really that simple. You can't even spell over. You spelled over. And so I'm gonna go ahead and say, fuck what you're talking about. That was like one of the most ridiculous things. To put somebody down with some Ebonic spelling is pretty ridiculous. Eastside Player, I'm gonna post over my hyena for a bit. Maybe I can catch y'all later on my way to Bruta. Okay, homie. Or Vata. I didn't see I didn't see the question, Smurf. I just see so what's the answer, Dubs? That's right, Matt. Matt says Dubs can speak on politics. He's an American, and his view is just is important, just like all of ours is. That's right. Spreading false propaganda because you uninformed. Yeah. And spreading illiteracy with your texts, with your comments, one text at a time. How dumb can I sound? How dumb can I look? Is that what you think when you're typing? Like, let me try to just look as stupid as possible with this next one. American politics is not world politics. We are the leader of the free world, for one, and we have our hands in everyone else's pockets. If you think that American politics aren't world politics, then you don't understand politicking. Let me see what's going on here. Let me text Gunner. Oops. Jesus, as a veteran of the U.S. military, you make me ashamed. There you go. It's easy. You are very thin-skinned. Luckily, you were more than likely a peacetime soldier. Imagine what a bullet would have done to you, even if it just whizzed by you. If my words cut you that deeply that you are ashamed, I have wrecked you emotionally, you were a peacetime soldier, big dog. Thank you for your non-service. This guy's crazy. What's up, Javier? Smooth sailing Dubs, you don't know because you not smart. Damn, that's good, eh? Serio. He's a great representation of the side he's arguing for. OX3 Security says, as a veteran, just by looking at Jesus, he worked on a ship store. For reals. These guys are crazy, eh? Oh, shit. Okay, so everybody head over to Gunners. He's live. I didn't know. So I'm going to bring this into a close. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys. And remember, this one will stay up. Geraldo says, as a wartime veteran, keep up the great work, Dubs. Thank you very much. And thank you for all the sacrifices our troops have done for us, even the peacetime ones.